Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about Bitcoin, the crypto market, what's going on. Of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about this crazy crypto market. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin, guys. Straight away, Bitcoin had a pump up to roughly $71,500. I was saying to all of my members, my VIP community, that we would have seen a correction, an expected correction. We came and right now we dropped down to roughly $66,400. And the thing is, what is going to be happening next, I'm going to tell you in 1 second. And of course, with our VIP group, we're already putting our buying levels around all this area for swing trading position. If you want to join, link in the description below. Only until this weekend, guys. Otherwise, the price is going to double for the membership. But let's cut it just now. Let's talk about Bitcoin, guys. So we had a beautiful push to the upside at $70,000. We now drop to roughly $66,300, and it still looks like the Bitcoin is holding this level of previous resistance that now is actually support over here. So as you can see, we went on this crazy impulse to the upside and we had a little bit of a correction, and right now it looks like that is it gonna go higher, is it gonna stay here, is it gonna... So let's have a look from the daily chart and then we can analyze it together. So as you know already from here, we are into this sort of a bull flag. We were able to break from a bull flag over here, and now I got two main scenarios in place. So number one is going to be that from here, hopefully we're going to see a potential push to the upside from here. So instead of retracing down to lower levels of support, I can say that at the moment Bitcoin has a strong probability of rebounding roughly around this area over here, which is in between right now 67,500 to roughly 65,500. So into this white box there is a high probability that we're going to see a rebound, a breakout to the upside, as my first target for this breakout is going to be roughly the previous all-time high at $74,000. Then of course after that, I want to assess to see what's going on. But the question you're probably asking yourself is, what if we are going to see another break to the downside, guys? Very, very easy to understand. Our next level of support is going to be roughly around here. So if Bitcoin is going to break this level, let's say in between $66,000 to $67,000, I can see to probably go down around this area and potentially touch $64,000 to $63,500. So my major expectation right now will be for a healthy, for a breakout, a healthy retest of this area over here, and then another push to the upside, sort of like 1, 2, 3. But of course, if you're gonna be losing this level over here, we're gonna be in trouble and we might go a little bit down this way. But if I had to take a guess at the moment, it would be that we're gonna see more continuation to the upside after this movement over here. So of course, non financial advice, but that's what I think and that's what I can see in the charts. Guys, let's also talk about Ethereum today. Ethereum, I think, is also into a very interesting situation. I'm going to show you right now. As you can see, we had a crazy pump to the upside in anticipation of the ETF, which finally was accepted, and Ethereum just pumped in anticipation of the news. And we were saying that ETH could have touched roughly $4,000 if the ETF was approved, and we touched roughly $3,964, so very close enough. And then after that we had a bit of a breakdown, we had a bit of a sell-off, which is quite consistent with the typical buy the rumors, sell the news event. So of course, short term, even if Bitcoin is going to drop a little bit, we could see also like a short-term weakness. But overall, if I need to think about the next let's say 6 months to 12 months, I can see Ethereum pumping way higher. And at the moment, guys, the first level I can think of, as we broke from the previous level of resistance over here, which was roughly at $3,254. So if Bitcoin, let's say, is going to go down to 63 to 64,000, I could see ETH potentially go back down around this area, maybe 3,300, and then also have like a nice pullback and to continue to go to the upside. But of course, if you want to know the exact buy limit that I'm utilizing to open swing trades, you can join our VIP community we post analysis every single day. So that's what I can see from Ethereum at the moment. We can see more into, let's say, a shorter time frame. So the reason why I was actually posting also in my VIP group that I was a little bit bearish with Ethereum, that the chart was telling me that it was something wrong, is that I saw this ascending wedge, ascending channel coming up, this way over here. And on the other hand, I was looking for, I'm going to show you here, taking my brush. So I saw this ascending channel like that, and then I saw a volume going down this way, guys. Whenever you see this kind of pattern, you see this the price pumping to the upside, and then you see the volume, the RSI pointing downwards. This called this bearish divergence, and then in general you see a like a reversal to the downside. So what could happen over here? You see big pump, up, losing volume, losing strength to the RSI, and then correction, and then of course another pump to the upside. So it is my expectation that what we could be seeing with Ethereum could be another drop down to here if Bitcoin decides to to give up, and then from here at around 3,300 we're going to see again another big pump to the upside, and potentially go even to $4,000 to $4,500. Now let's also have a look, guys, at something very important to make us understand if we're going to see further correction or we're going to see more continuation to the upside with Bitcoin. I'm going to go on the S&P 500 so we can see very well what's going on from here, guys. The S&P 500, I'm going to go on the daily chart just to see the situation better. As you can see, we printed a bearish engulfing candle. So this bearish engulfing candle, guys, it's not an ideal pattern to see, because in general you can see like this blue candle covering here, because usually signify more continuation to the downside. So looking at the chart over here, what I could be expecting for the S&P 500 could be more continuation to the downside. So maybe down to here, that could be something very, very easy for the S&P to do. Maybe go down to 5,176, and then from there we could be seeing another impulse to the upside. But at the moment, I could think that maybe today we are going to see more continuation to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. I'm going to go also on the weekly just to see the situation right now. I mean, the weekly still looks intact, apart from this bearish divergence here on the RSI as well, which could signify a potential pullback. So let's say like we can connect these points over here. What I could be seeing from here could be something like this, maybe down to here, 5,150, which will be quite healthy, and then a continuation to the upside. But if you're going to be able to, if you're going to break this level of support over here, then we could be seeing further downside to maybe down to 4,600 to 4,800. But for right now, I would like the S&P to correct down to this point here, and then to continue to go to the upside. Now let's have a look also at DXY, guys. DXY dollar currency index has a negative correlation with Bitcoin, so we can see also what is it doing, just to give us an idea if it's going to pump to the upside, if it's going to go down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on the daily chart to see a little bit better what is the point of the situation with the DXY. So what we can do here, we can connect this point here to this point over here. As you can see, we are bouncing towards this level of support. So what we're going to see from here for the DXY will be, of course, if it's going to be able to push to the upside, because of course if DXY is going to be able to go and then bounce from here and then to continue to go up, that could be quite negative for Bitcoin and crypto. We could be seeing like a further correction to go to the downside. But if we're going to be able to break this level over here and go further down, let's say down to 102, even to 100 into this index, guys, I mean, that could be very bullish for crypto and stocks, and we could be seeing Bitcoin to go to way higher levels. So DXY, very, very important, and that's what I'm expecting from here. Let's also go and check the US 10Y, so the 10 years treasury yield, very important as well. So the 10 years, guys, had a very, at the moment, it's forming like a sort of an ABCD pattern. As you can see, like we had A, we have B, now we're forming C at the moment, and you can see from here what we need to see right now will be another breakage of this trend over here. And if I actually can see from a trend from here, it looks like almost we are forming a potential bear flag from here. So the movement I'm expecting right now will be something like this, a bit of a push to form a bear flag, and then another continuation to the downside to go down maybe to 4 or even 3.8. And of course, if this happens, very bullish for crypto and stocks. So very exciting time, guys. The last thing I want to show you with Bitcoin, which is very important, is going to be also the monthly chart. So the monthly, it's very important just to understand, you know, where we are and what is going to happen. And ideally, we would like to see a potential engulfing candle from here. So you want to see this, like on the monthly chart, this yellow candle covering this blue candle, which we still don't have. So if I would say the S&P, the Bitcoin is going to close like that or even a little bit lower at the end of the month, that couldn't be that very bullish. But if you're going to see, let's say, more continuation to go and probably closing above here, above 74,000, that could be extremely bullish and then could suggest, you know, further uptrend. So at the moment, guys, to summarize, very exciting times. Everybody was screaming for Bitcoin going to 100K. We said that a correction was about to come. Right now, we are retesting that diagonal level of resistance. We want to see a strong rebound from there, because otherwise, if you're not going to rebound, we're going to go back into the range, maybe retesting 66,000, 64,000, or even as low as 61,000. And then, of course, after that, we should be going higher, because the trend, the macro trend, is still intact. The bull market is still very strong. And that's, of course, we will let you know if something else changes. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. But if you have a question, please leave a comment down below. And I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video.